What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have episode 51 of the Vikings franchise, and last video was something really cool to watch. If you didn't watch it, I highly recommend you go back and check it out. We had a very tough outing against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but in the end, Tyrone Bullard was able to bounce back, lead us to victory, and we move on with a 21-14 victory. And now we are in week 17, and this really should be our toughest matchup of the year. We are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs this week. They are currently 12-3, the best team overall wise and record wise that we have taken on all season. And they're also the number 1 seed in the AFC. So it is number 1 seed versus number 1 seed this week before we get to the final game of the season against the Cowboys. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's check out these Kansas City Chiefs, because this is another team that we have not seen on the channel before this episode. Patrick Mahomes is still, of course, leading the Chiefs at quarterback. He's the 99 overall, still a beast. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has turned into an absolute stud at running back, 97 overall. They also brought in Zach Moss. I think that was 2 off seasons ago. He's up to an 85. Benny Snell, the former Steeler, is here as well. And then they have Javier Shivers, who was drafted last year. Out of the receivers that they had at the beginning of this franchise, Mecole Hardman remains here. Tyler Boyd, the former Bengal, was traded here about 2 seasons ago after the emergence of some of the other receivers on the Bengals. They drafted Khalid Benford 2 seasons ago as well. And he has turned into a pretty good receiver himself, 81 overall, 23 years old, 92 speed. Very good receiver. He's going to be playing primarily in the slot, if I remember correctly. Sheldon McBride, another guy that they drafted. Braden Lennon, rookie from this year. And then Percy Kennard, another guy they drafted a few years back. He may be old, but he's still here. Travis Kelce at 95 overall. Noah Gray, 75. And then Quincy Gilmore, a rookie tight end. The line is very good. They have a great young left tackle, a veteran in Joe Thuney at left guard. Creed Humphrey is still here. Trey Smith is still here. And Lucas, Niang, is at right tackle. Defensively is where it starts to look a little bit different. Felix Beckham is the starting left end for them. He was drafted last year. Chris Jones is still here, 96 overall. In the middle, Derek Nottie and Trendon Hawkins are the guys here, but they are still running a 34. So a lot of these guys aren't really getting used, like Tony Ross and Trendon Hawkins. And then they even drafted Calvin Gray a couple years ago. He hasn't really developed into much, but he is here as well. So they have a lot of D tackles and really not much need for them, unless they end up moving on from, Derek Nottie soon, since he's almost going to be 30. Dorian O'Neal out at the left outside linebacker. Glenn Barber backing him up. And then Tony Holmes is out here as well. Isaiah Simmons, if you guys remember, we tried to make a play for him a couple of seasons ago in free agency, and he decided to go to the Chiefs instead of us, and he is still here, 89 overall. They also drafted Chris Espinoza this past draft, and he is one of the starting middle linebackers. Willie Gay is out here at right outside linebacker, and our former guy, Joseph Peterson, if you guys remember him, who's actually turned into a pretty good linebacker himself, is out here backing up Willie Gay. Looks like he might even be in line to start eventually, depending on, Gay's contract. Still rocking with L'Jarius Sneed. Terrell Slay was a guy they drafted a few years ago. David Long is here. Sidney Blanton and Enrique and Nelson. Juan Thornhill still here at free safety. They brought in George Dotson. And then Tyrann Mathieu still here as well. One thing, though, is Justin Gardner, I think, is getting about sick and tired of being a backup. He is an 87 overall. Sitting behind Tyrann Mathieu, you got to wonder if he is going to be wanting to start here soon if he's not already. I believe he's starting instead of Juan Thornhill. If he's not, I'm going to make sure he is before the game starts, because, that's just crazy for him to not be on the field. Looking at the stats for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes doing what he does. 4,300 yards passing, 34 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, over 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns. Zach Moss adding 8 himself. Travis Kelce is still their leading receiver, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, 95 catches for him. Khalid Benford is the second leader, almost to 1,000 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Tyler Boyd also closing in on that mark, and McCole Hardman. This is a passing team, and we've got to be careful because we know, I mean, we haven't seen it here on this channel, but anybody who watches football knows Patrick Mahomes can do some crazy things through the air. So that's going to be something we're going to have to look out for. It's going to be a huge test for our secondary, and hopefully we're up for the challenge. Defensively, Isaiah Simmons leads the way, and yes, Justin Gardner must be starting. You don't have 83 tackles if you're not starting, so he must be playing free safety for them, which I'm glad to hear. Chris Jones still being a menace, 12 sacks, leading the team. Felix Beckham behind him with 7. Derek Nottie and Joseph Peterson even himself with 6 sacks. Not many turnovers though. Isaiah Simmons with 2, L'Jarius Sneed, Terrell Slay, and then it's Blanton, O'Daniel, Matthew, and Thornhill all with a couple. So, not too many interceptions from this defense, and not too many fumbles either. Just a few. Looks like they were all recovered at least, so that's good. We did have a few more stories come out this week about the best, position players out of college. So there was a new one for Josh Hurts, who won Best Wide Receiver. Jamin Dawkins won Best Running Back out of Idaho. Jamichael Armstead was named the Heisman Trophy winner, and he might not be a name you recognize. He's like the 4th or 5th quarterback in the draft. I think he's like a 3rd to 4th round prospect, something in that range, maybe even day 3. So it's going to be interesting to see like which team takes a gamble on him throughout, like during the draft, and if he ends up turning into something. Maybe he's hiding a good development trait. I don't know if he's going to come in at like a 75, even though he won the Heisman, because he's not even a 1st round talent, and I don't know if Madden usually does that with quarterbacks. Usually if there's a guy mid to late rounds for a quarterback that's considered good or better than the rest, he's usually like a, I don't know, anywhere between like a 67 and like a 70, and he might have a dev trait. So it'll be interesting to see what Armstead comes out with. I think we already saw that Kyrie Hughes won Best Tight End. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we saw these. And then nothing new here. Okay. And here we go. So the MVP so far, once again, Danielle Hunter leading the way. I'd almost rather him not win because I want to have this series be less predictable. But it seems that because we play our games, he's getting a lot more sacks than what a lot of the sim guys are. And because of that, he's just looks like he is a man amongst boys, basically. Behind him is Ezekiel Elliott. There's Tua Tagovailoa. I knew he was high up on this list. Nick Chubb, Brian Burns, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Hunter Patton, Justin Herbert, and Joshua Clifton. You notice a name not on this list? Yes, Taylor Hopkins. All right, even though he was having a decent season, and we decided to replace him even though we were one of the best teams in the league, it says something when your 89 overall quarterback leads one of the best teams in the league, and he's not even top 10 for consideration. He was never on this list. I've been keeping track, but Clifton, Patton, both made the list. These guys are guys that came in after him. It's just crazy to think about. Maybe I should have saw this coming. You guys remember when I was so mad that Hunter Patton beat out Hopkins for the Rookie of the Year award? Maybe it was a sign of things to come. Maybe Madden knew something that we didn't at the time. Coach of the Year somehow is still Byron Leftwich. But hey, you know what? If he wants to win it, cool. Good for them. I can see... Actually, let me think about that. Actually, it makes more sense. I mean, we were a successful team last year. The Jaguars have been a very rough team. They haven't been very successful in this franchise, and now they finally are. Maybe Madden's actually recognizing that. We're going to pretend that's the case, and it's not something about Madden's programming not being correct, because the Jaguars being 11-4 is a huge deal. And honest to God, it makes more sense in real life to have a coach like that who has pulled a team out of mediocrity be the leader in that category instead of a guy who's been winning, at least in the regular season, every year. Not much has really changed in the rankings, though. Elliott's still leading for Offensive Player of the Year. Tua right behind him. Hunter Patton behind him. Defensively, of course, Hunter is going to be up there. Martin Jefferson has even worked himself up. Brian Burns right behind Hunter. That doesn't surprise me at all. Looking at the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Kenny Williams is closing in on Adrian Collins. Now, I don't know if he'll have enough to pass him, because like I said, They love their quarterbacks in these rankings and in these awards, but Kenny Williams was at one point way down here where Ricky Sherman and Joe Harris are. And because he's had a few games, we put him into the lineup a lot more, and he's shown his talent. He has shot up to number 2. I don't know if we'll be able to get him there, but we're definitely going to try. Don Manning has held this position pretty much since the list came out. He must be having a tremendous season. Danny Carmichael is right behind him. Will Sutton as well. So the Rams have 2 rookies in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year. This Rams team is not good right now, but let me tell you, some of these young guys they have are going to blow up soon. Percy Clifford is also here. Nazir Ward somehow. Not sure how that he got there. Probably just more of an overall thing and a team success thing, because while he hasn't been talked about in a bad light, he hasn't really been talked about in a great light either. Like, he hasn't really made many impact plays. I think he had like 1 or 2 interceptions, but overall, he's just sort of been a body on the field. Hopefully that changes. Dorian Peak behind him, Dextrell Patterson, CJ Colvin, Jarius Knight, and Paul Pickett. AFC side of things, Nick Chubb leading the way for them with Patrick Mahomes right behind him. Myles Garrett also leading the way with Aaron Donald right behind him. Parker Pritchard is leading for Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC. It must be a pretty dry year. DeMar Thornton's already an 84 overall. Wow. Tyler Wayne, Joey Foster, Mike Shelby, Richard Vick, Greg Ballantine, Ryan Pittman, D'Angelo Patrick, and Jake McDonald. Defensively, it's Jake Burns leading the way. Burns was a guy who I actually made sure he was the guy. I traded away Clavon Chatham to... who was it? Was it the Rams? I think it was the Rams. Yeah, in the Shenault trade. So that he could be the guy, and now he's leading the Defensive Rookie of the Year votes. Eddie Bowen, Landry Pinkston, Daniel Harris, Carlos Pounds, Stephen Chamberlain, Joe Dwyer, Anthony Knight, Jesus Gonzalez, and Ross Rush. Seeing a lot of these defensive ends, we talked about how that defensive end class was just so stacked last season, and it seemed to be just everybody was getting a defensive end, and now they're starting to show why. Like, these guys were really good. Jake Burns leading it. We have not Daniel Harris, but Joe Dwyer is here. We saw a couple on the NFC side. And there it is. That was the update I wanted to give you guys. We saw the Kansas City Chiefs information a little bit. Now it's time to take on what should be the toughest matchup we face. A 92 overall offense going up against our 88 overall defense. We do outweigh their defense as well, so this could end up being a shootout. Let's go find out if Bullard can keep up with it. Monday Night Football at US Bank Stadium. It's week 17, and we got ourselves a very, very tough matchup in front of us today. Kansas City Chiefs visiting. This team is dangerous in all aspects. Throwing, running, defense. We're pretty dangerous ourselves when we want to be. Are we going to be able to step up to the table today? Or are we going to take our 3rd loss of the season? Number 1 versus number 1. AFC versus NFC. Tyrone Bullard had himself a pretty big moment last week. This week, it's even bigger. Pause for the sound. There it is. There it is. Patrick Mahomes coming out here, and this is going to be very, very difficult. I just got a feeling that this is going to be a game where we have to be on our A game from start to finish. This team is known for striking and striking fast. And on first down, they're going to go straight to the ground, and Alexander is there to stuff the hole, and he'll be brought down behind the line for a loss of 1. Nice job to open up. 2nd and 11. And Mahomes is going to throw it. He immediately runs outside, and he finds Edwards-Helaire streaking up the left side, and he's going to get himself a first down to the 12-yard gain to the 36. Single back formation. Noah Gray in motion. Pitch play to Edwards-Helaire, and he's got space. Nazir Ward comes over to bring him down, but not before he's able to muster up a gain of about 7 yards. You see there last week, not the greatest day on the ground, but when you have Patrick Mahomes, you don't really need to be the greatest on the ground. 2nd and 3. Bunch formation split off to the right, another handoff, and Antoine Whitehead comes through, bringing the hit stick with him. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Quick drop back. Mahomes quickly fires, and he's got a man. Benford in motion. He's going to take the end around play, and Jeremy Chin was there. Great job. Another loss on the play. 2nd and 11. Chin has been excellent on shutting down the gap, or on the outside, I should say, when it comes to those outside plays like that. 2nd down. Bunch formation. Mahomes is going to throw it this time. Mahomes rolling out, fires, and he's got another target. This time, who was that? That was Hardman. Hardman for the gain of 6. And now 3rd down again, this time for 5 yards. They need the 41. Mahomes. Quick thought over the middle, and it's caught again. Opt to throw it again here. Stepping up, dumps it down to Boyd, who's open. Nobody down there, and he is going to get down to the 25-yard line. Pistol formation. Handoff. No, it's a play action. Mahomes scanning, goes deep over the middle, and he's got his backup tight end, Noah Gray, down to the 2-yard line. And it's going to be a handoff, and nothing there. Alexander shutting it down again. He's really stepped up. You know, a couple of videos ago, I mentioned how I'm considering, you know, is he worth having on the team? And since then, I've noticed that he has been really getting back there to make a lot more plays in the run game, filling the holes, and, you know, just not letting too much stuff happen. That's good for him. 2nd and goal. They're going to spread us out here. Empty set. Quick throw to the outside, and nobody was covering Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now it is our opportunity. Tyrone Bullard coming out onto the field for the first time. We're down 7-0. Last week we saw him taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in a game that started very bad for us. He was able to rally us back, and we ended up securing the win. But this week we need him to step up even more. Now on 1st down, we're going to go to Glover, who is brought down after just a short gain of 2. From the 19, another handoff. This time Glover's got a nice lane, and he'll get us the 1st down out to the 28-yard line. 1st down. Bullard going to throw for the first time today. And he's looking over to the left side, and he's got a short pass to Jefferson for a gain of 4. Delayed handoff to Glover, and that's not going to work. Empty backfield for us here on 3rd down. Bullard lets it go quickly, and it is caught. And who makes the catch? It's Jason Johnson. Coming in, makes the catch, gain of 9, out to the 42-yard line. Said last video, I'd like to get some of these other guys involved now that I'm thinking about moving on from, Derek Wilcox eventually. And a handoff now to Glover. Slips through one area and is brought down at the 46. And if I did I mention that or not? Well, if I didn't, I'm now with the, Kenny Williams. I feel like it might be time. Another handoff to Glover out to the 49. And what I was saying is, might be time to explore other options. Wilcox, ever since Williams has sort of taken over his roles, he just seems to be better fit for this offense. So I decided to play some of the other guys as well. Bullard back to pass on 3rd down, and he's going to get sacked by none other than our former player, and it's Joseph Peterson. Yeah, he just rip-moved Christian Darrisaw, and he gets the sack. 1st and 10 for Kansas City, back at their own 4-yard line. Handoff to the fullback, but is actually Noah Gray, and he'll get it out to the 4-yard line, but nothing more. Mike Hughes comes in to make the stop. High formation. They're just trying to get themselves out of the shadow of their own goal line here. And they'll go up the middle, a nice push by the line, and a nice run, or believe Zach Moss, out to the 9-yard line. 3rd and 4. And they're going to throw it again. Mahomes under pressure, and we're going to get the safety. Danielle Hunter gets back there. Mahomes had nowhere to go with it, and we get a big stop on defense and to try to swing this momentum back in our favor. Last time out, we had some positives. Oh, and there we go. NFC playoff picture. Of course, still sitting at the number 1 spot. And at this point with our win over the Panthers, and I'm not sure if the 49ers can catch us or not, but we're very close to clinching the number 1 seed. 1st and 10. As I was saying last time out, we had a decent start. Nothing too crazy. Had a couple of first downs, but then eventually stalled out thanks to the sack by Joseph Peterson, our former linebacker. And now it's 2nd and 10 from the 35. Bullard passing, steps up, lets it go over the middle. It's Whiting making the catch, and he's going to have it out to the 44. What do we do here? We're going to run it, and we get the first down. Barely getting it, but we do get it. Chris Jones was there to bring him down, and that's going to end 1. 1st and 10 to open up the second quarter. We're going to go back to the ground game. Glover trying to work his way through, but the defense does not give much. And we're going to go another handoff. This time Glover has a little bit of room, trying to reach forward for the first down, but it looks like he was just short. Yes, a little bit of yardage. We're going to throw it. A quick throw, and it's caught. Glover in the flats, down to the 34-yard line, and we will get that first down we were looking for. And it's a handoff. Rutherford checking in, and he'll take it for a short gain of 1 up the middle. 2nd and 9. We're going to go back to the ground, and Glover falling forward down to the 30, but not much on the run. 3rd and 5 once again. 3 split out to the left side, and then Irv Smith split out on the right. Bullard stepping up, lets it go downfield, and it's incomplete. Looking for Irv Smith, but Snead was there, and now we're going to take a field goal. It's going to be a 47-yard attempt, about. Wallace puts it up, and it's good, and the lead has shrunk to 2 after our score of 5 points. How awkward is that? Our defense got another quick stop, and now we have an opportunity to take the lead back if we can put together a nice drive. Blitz is coming. We pick it up. Bullard rolling out. He's just going to take off with it and just slides after a few yards. We're going to throw it here on 2nd down. A quick throw. It's caught. It's Kenny Williams to the 42, and Laken Tomlinson is hurt. That's not good. Okay, he's just going to the sideline, so we'll have Mike Lewis coming in to fill in for him in the time being, which is a good thing to see because he will be the guy that will be fighting for his position next year. Handoff. Glover up the middle. Brought down by, once again, Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 6. Oscar Pitts checks in now on 2nd down. I formation. 2 tight ends split off to the right side, and it's a handoff to Pitts, and Pitts gets a big lane, breaking free down the sidelines, and finally brought down at the 22-yard line. A huge run, stiff arm, set him free in the secondary, and we have ourselves a huge play from our power back, Oscar Pitts. I love to see when he can break free. We don't see him do it too often, but we know he's got the skill to do it. We just don't give him the opportunities, and he takes full advantage of that one there. 1st and 10 for us, now down at the 22-yard line. We're going to stay in this 2 tight end set, but this time throw it. A quick throw outside. Barnes makes the catch, falling forward out of bounds. Empty backfield here. Quick throw. Whiting makes the catch. He's got the first to the 12. What do we do here? We're going to go back to the ground game with Glover, who's got a lane to the outside, and he is brought down at the 4. Great job sealing the edge there, allowing him to get out into open space and get us another good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 2 coming up, and we're going to stay in this single back double tight end look. This time throw it again. A quick throw over the middle, and he throws it out of bounds too far away for Peoples to try to make a play on it. And now it's 3rd and 2. A touchdown here would be crucial. And we don't get it. Another quick throw that goes off target. And we will have to settle for another field goal here. But at least this... Oh, no, we're going to go for it. I don't know if I like this, though. We have a chance to take the lead against a high-powered team, but we're going to try and go for all the marbles here. 4th and 2. It's a handoff to Pitts, and Pitts walks in untouched, and it pays off to go for it, and we're going to get our first touchdown of the day to go up 11-7 with the extra point coming. A great push up front allows Oscar Pitts to just waltz in. I mean, he could have just chilled there for a second. There was nobody around him. Ken Walden does an excellent job against Espinoza. And once again, that fourth down proves to be the right call. Second time this season that we have scored a touchdown when I said I didn't like it. 1st and 10 for Kansas City now. 1:49 to go. A quick throw over the middle to Kelsey. And Kelsey has him out across the 30. And now they're going to go with the hurry up here. Minute and a half and ticking. Another play action. Mahomes. Oh, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin jumping in front of the route. And we're going to get another big play from our defense. First, it was the safety. Now it's an interception. Empty backfield to start out. Bullard lets it go quickly, and it's intercepted right back. Snead, but this time there's nobody in front of him, and he's going to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Oh, man. Bullard now coming back out in that same formation. Bullard stepping up in the pocket, and he's going to launch this thing deep down the left side. Jefferson is down there. It's incomplete, but there's a flag, and I think we're going to get away with one here. We are. Pass interference on Terrell Slay. Man, that's a big break for us. We cannot throw it away this time again. No pun intended. 1st and 10. Bullard, another throw and a catch by Irv Smith, fighting forward down to the 18. And if we can get in the end zone here before halftime, it at least sort of erases what was done on the last drive. But only if we can put up 7 and get this score back to where it was. A handoff to Glover, and they were blitzing. There was Kansas City Chiefs everywhere ready for that play. And it's going to lead to 3rd and 4 now. 3 split out to the left. 1 tight end. We're going to throw it. Bullard looking to the end zone, and it is caught by Irv Smith for the touchdown. An absolutely beautiful throw from Tyrone Bullard. Literally where only Irv Smith could catch it, and he comes down with it, and that right there puts us back on top. Look at this throw. Just a beautiful lofted pass to the back corner of the end zone, working against Snead, who just had the pick 6. And Irv Smith makes a huge play for us right before the end of this half. We come back out here down by 1 after the Kansas City Chiefs were able to get a field goal on the last drive. 1st and 10 for Bullard. And he fires over the middle, and he's got a man. It's Peoples out to the 41. Not the greatest day for Bullard so far. 11 of 18. Does have that interception that went back for a touchdown before halftime. 1st and 10. From the 41, Bullard going to throw it again. Stepping up, fires, caught on the sideline. It's Whiting across midfield down to the 45. Big throw, big catch there. Delayed handoff to Glover, and Chris Jones, he saw it coming. Big play in the backfield, shutting it down. Bullard stepping up in the pocket. He's under pressure, and he's going to run with it, and he is going to end up getting like a few yards, it looks like. Not much, but it's better than nothing. 3rd and 8. I thought he was going to get sacked for a second. Play action. Quick pass over the middle. Peoples is open again, and he's got another catch down to the 21-yard line. We have had a hard time doing that today. Handoff. Glover slipping off of 1. Still fighting forward, brought down at the 16. Bullard scanning, goes to the end zone, caught, and he's marked at the 1. I thought he was in, but they're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. Man, I really thought he was in there. But anyway, 1st and goal, can't do much about it. We just got to score here. Bullard, quick pass, caught, touchdown. It's Justin Jefferson on the slant. And we're going to take that lead right back. And considering the situation, we are going to go for 2 to try and make it a 7-point lead. And we're going to get the 2-point conversion up the middle with Glover. 27-20. Mahomes under pressure, but he's... Oh, another interception! It's Jeremy Chin for the second time today! Wow, I thought that was going to be caught, and then Chin came flying in out of nowhere to take the ball away. Second interception we have gotten. He was looking for Edwards-Helaire again, but Chin has been reading that dump down that Mahomes has tried to go to now twice. And if we can find a way to put up more points on this drive, we can put ourselves in a very good situation heading into the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 at the 35. A handoff to Glover. Glover with a nice lane inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Yes, we will. Last play of the third. We're going to go for the screen, and it's incomplete. 4th and final quarter. 3rd and 4. We have a chance here to go up by multiple scores, but blitz is coming, and we don't get the throw off. It's Justin Gardner, the safety I talked so highly about before this game, and now we are going to be trying one of these long field goals, which is going to probably make us miss, and then we're going to give Kansas City back the ball near midfield. Yep, here we go. Another 57-yard attempt. And it's good! Wallace surprises me again with another super long field goal to make it a 10-point lead, and at the very least, it does not end up in a wasted drive. Mahomes trying to find it in him to bring this team back. 1st and 10. Fires over the middle. Another caught pass. It's Khalid Benford. Pistol formation. Mahomes looking. Fires. Caught once again. And it is Hardman again. 2nd and 4. A handoff this time, and Whitehead was ready. He sniffed it out just like before. And we end up getting a stop on the run, and now 3rd and 3. Looks like they're going to throw it. We got 4 receivers split out. No, they do hand it off, and they finally get it. The only play they get it is right now. Of course it is. They spread us out, and they catch us off guard with the run. 1st and 10 now to the 28. Empty backfield now for Mahomes. Quick throw over the middle, and he's got a man as Benford. He didn't even have to think twice about it. Just fired it in there. Benford makes the big catch, and he's down to the 9-yard line. Kansas City looking to shrink this deficit by a ton here on 1st and goal. Blitz is coming, and it's doesn't get done. It was another attempt at a screen. I don't know why they're trying them. They don't usually work in this game, ever. And now 2nd and goal. We sent the house, though. We really did. Throw over the middle. Kelsey makes the catch down to the 4. I have a feeling that this is 4-down territory for them, regardless of what happens on this play, if they don't score on this play. 3rd and goal from the 4. Mahomes, quick throw over the middle is batted down. Alexander. Great play, and they know they are going to take the field goal, which does make sense. They're only down by 10. They're going to need a field goal regardless to catch back up. Chiefs got what they want. They shut us down quickly, got the ball back, and now they're going to go back to the ground game with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And on 2nd down, they go right back to him. And another huge lane for him again. And now all of a sudden, we can't cover the run to save our lives. Great. Quick throw over the middle. And oh, yes, McElroy misses his man completely. And it's a quick touchdown. How lovely was that exchange? Kansas City now tied up 30-30 with the ball. 5 minutes left. Mahomes rolling out. Lets it go. Caught by Hardman. Mahomes looking. Lets it go over the middle. And this time it's wide open. 1st down. Gray in motion. And they're going to go to the handoff. No, it's a play action. Mahomes, he hit as he throws, but he still gets rid of it, and it's almost intercepted by Nazir Ward, but he cannot hold on. That would have been a huge play for us, but we cannot make it. And now Mahomes again throwing, and this time he's got Kelsey across midfield down to the 48-yard line. They're going to go on the ground. No, it's play action. Roll out, fires, and nobody's covering Tyler Boyd. We're falling apart defensively at the absolute worst time. 1st and 10. Gray in motion again. Another play action. Mahomes steps up, and again, where is the defense? Why is nobody covering these guys? Another handoff, and we don't even stop him. 38 seconds now. Going over the middle, and it is caught by Peoples. Peoples is gone. Touchdown. Where did that come from? Wow. Guys, I'm over here ready to call this thing a game. And all of a sudden, Buller just pulls this out of his pocket. Corner route by Peoples. Nobody over the top. Snead gave up the outside leverage. Peoples takes it to the house. And we have a chance to tie this game up. Well, guys, biggest game of our season so far against the best team. And we're going to overtime. And we are going to get to start overtime out. So we could end this game right now. We had a chance to win the game. We did nothing with it. And now Kansas City has a chance to win it, not only with a touchdown, but even just a field goal. 1st and 10 for them. At their own 25. Benford's going to take the end around, and he's brought down at the line by Cameron Curl. Mahomes fires over the middle and almost intercepted again, but we drop it. 2nd interception that we have dropped today, and now 3rd and 10, giving them just another opportunity to move the ball. Mahomes stepping up, fires it downfield, and we leave Tyler Boyd open again because of Mike Hughes. It was a valiant effort by us, but in the end, our defense failed. Our offense made very dumb decisions, and the Chiefs are going to come into our house and walk away with a victory, giving us our 3rd blemish on the year. Well, guys, we were not able to finish the game with a win, but it was a very good game to watch. 40-37 ended up being the final. It was a shootout. Bullard, I thought, even in the losing fashion, yes, there was plenty of times where it was like, what are you doing, man? But in the end, I thought our team played really well. Showed a lot. I mean, this is the #1 team in the AFC. So we know what our ceiling is. We know what we need to do, the kind of teams we need to beat, and we just went toe-to-toe with one of the best quarterbacks to ever do it at this point. I mean, Patrick Mahomes has been an absolute stud for many years. So, we fall to 13-3. We have one more game against the Cowboys. I'm not sure if we're even going to watch this game. We've watched like every game this year. We might just go straight to the playoffs. We have sealed 1st place in the NFC. 13-3. The closest team somehow is the Lions, who got to 11-5. They're tied with the 49ers and Panthers at 11-5, but at the very worst we can do is go 13-4. So we have sealed the 1st seed in the NFC playoff picture. So what that means is I think it's just time for us to get to the playoffs. I mean, we've seen the Cowboys before. It's week 18. There's nothing really on the line for us except possible injuries. And I think it's just time for us to get to these playoffs and let's go for that title run. All right, so I just got us to the wild card round. Let's take a look and see what the playoffs is going to look like. So first, we're going to start on the NFC. Of course, we're the #1 seed. Everything here pretty much stayed the same. The Eagles swapped places with the Panthers. Before, it was Panthers at 3 and the Eagles at 4. But it looks like the Eagles were able to get the 3 seed. So we're going to see first San Francisco take on Tampa Bay, Philly take on Green Bay, and then Carolina take on Detroit. On the AFC side, we have Jacksonville taking on the Browns. This also didn't change. This stayed the same since 2 weeks ago. The Steelers take on the Chargers, and the Bills take on the Raiders. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and sim to the divisional round. Wow. Look at the matchup we are going to have to open up the playoffs. We got to see how this thing played out. Let's go and look at the playoff bracket. Okay, so San Francisco beat Tampa Bay, Green Bay beat Philadelphia, and the Lions beat the Panthers. So now in the divisional round, we have 3 of the NFC North teams all competing along with the San Francisco 49ers. That is insane. And we are going to be taking on the Green Bay Packers, one of the only 3 teams that was able to beat us so far this season. On the other side, the Jacksonville Jaguars handedly beat the Browns, moving on to the divisional round. The Steelers doing the same against the Chargers, and then the Bills sneaking one out against the Raiders. Next time out, man, we're going to be taking on Green Bay for the 3rd time this year. We are currently 1-1 throughout this season against them. They're coming back to our house. This is a really good spot to stop. So next time, like I said, we'll be taking on the Packers. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Please make sure you leave me a like and a comment, letting me know what you think about how we finished the season. And also, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, okay? I know you guys are watching and not always subscribing. But hey, I'm just glad you guys are watching, but drop me that sub here, man. Come on now. And I'll see you guys next time.